Good morning, guys. I'm back. Mm, so excited to be back with you guys, man. I had a rough week, but look, I'm back on Facebook Live. I'm back on YouTube Live. I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do with Instagram, but everything that evil tried to use for not for bad, God is used for good. That's what He always does. He's amazing. I love Him. He's so awesome. So now we're live on two platforms. I'm gonna try to get live on three platforms. We'll see what happens with that. I gotta figure out the camera issues. Man, I was down. I was out. I was sick. I really appreciate all your guys' prayers. Hi, Sean. You know, the amazing thing is that no matter what we see, no matter what circumstance we're walking through, the truth is that who we are attached to Christ is not sick. Who we are attached to Christ is not struggling. What we have to do is walk in that no matter what we see, no matter what we feel, no matter what results we get. Sean, I know that you see this and I see this when we pray for people, man. This thing that we're walking through right now, it's all on God. It's not on us. And what we do is have to trust in that. That's what He asks us to do. All He asks us to do over and over again, all Jesus asks us to do is to believe in Him, to believe in Him, to believe in Him, to believe in Him. And when we believe in Him, that's when we begin to walk out who He is. That's when we begin to see the fruit. Hey, sometimes we don't see it, man. Listen, man, Jesus Christ Himself, we are reborn as Jesus is born, right? So Jesus Christ Himself had to walk to the cross, man. That did not look good. That did not look good. Man, there were probably times, hey, man, I might get thrown out of church for this. There were probably times where Jesus was sick as a young child. Maybe He had to learn, how do I accept healing in my own body? Hey, maybe He even had some difficulty when He was older. We don't know. We don't read about that stuff. That's not stuff isn't in the Bible, man. But we do know that Paul, hey man, listen, man, we can argue about this all day, but Paul experienced sickness. Now, whether he's healed of it or not, and whether the thorn inside was a sickness, that's debatable. But hey, man, people walk through stuff. People walk through stuff. What we've got to do is hold on to the truth, because that stuff that we're walking through is a lie. That stuff that we're walking through isn't the reality of what Christ has given us. And so what we want to do is manifest that reality by continuing to walk in it, by not accepting condemnation, by not accepting the lie no matter what. Listen, man, yesterday I was at a store. Yesterday, I'm going to out myself right now. Yesterday I was at a store and this employee there was being rude to me, man. And so like I was trying to get in line and he cut me off. And I was like, oh, man, that's a little weird that he cut me off, man. He's probably just having a bad day. No big deal. And what I did right then is I thought I rejected the condemnation, but what I actually did is accept a little bit of it. And then I went up to the self-checkout line, and the self-checkout line on the screen of where you check out, it said lane closed, but I didn't see it because I was looking in my bag to start checking out. And he comes out to the checkout line, to the checkout screen, and he points at it. He's like, lane closed, like I was a kindergartner, you know. So I was like, oh, okay, man, I guess this guy's having a really bad day. Have a great day, Sean. See you later, man. Watch it later. I love you, bro. Keep being amazing. So anyways, he points out lane closed. I'm like, oh man, dude, like, what am I, a kindergartner here? Like, okay, bro, I didn't see it. I'm moving over to the other line. And so I accepted a little more condemnation, right? And so I go over to the other line and I start talking to my son. I'm like, man, I don't know what's wrong with this dude. Why's he got to be so mean? And I start letting that voice talk out loud. So then the guy comes over to me and I have my cart there and I got my stuff out and he tries to take my cart from me. He's like, can I take this cart, sir? And I'm already, right, I've accepted a little combination. I'm like, no, you can't take my cart. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, listen, man, you've been rude to me since. And I start letting this condemnation that he had planted in me come out. What? That is not a good scene, bro. End up calling his manager, whatever, and I start to cut him into pieces. He's trying to cut me into pieces, right? And then what? I say, nah, I gotta stop this, man. I gotta stop this. This is not good. I'm like, hey, man, I'm just gonna leave. Listen, I'm just gonna leave. And the truth is, I was right. I was right about what I was saying. He had been rude, but he wasn't willing to accept that, and it wasn't my place to give back what he had given to me. He threw up on me. It wasn't my place to throw it back on him. See, that's what the kingdom is about, doing the opposite of that. No matter what you see, no matter what circumstances, I should have been the light of God there. Hey, man, I'm still learning just like you are. You know what? That condemnation that he put on me when he cut me off, when he treated me like an ignorant person, man, that's coming from pain, man. And so that should be my sign to ask him, hey, man, do you have anything I can pray for? Or to be kind to him, to plant a different seed. Because you see, that's what sons of God do. Listen, man, the struggle is real. Like the struggle